Welcome back, YouTube. We had something hit it out there this morning. It's a nice fish here if you don't get off. He's trying to throw that hook. Yeah, I need a bigger net. Whew. Man, I got to invest in a bigger net.
That's when it's fun though, when you try to get them in that net.
Yeah. I caught them so big that I couldn't get the head in there. They'd fall back out. I'd have to wrestle them. I'd have to grab them with my hand to put them in the boat. You have any luck with the bass?
I caught two small ones down there, but none of no size to it.
Maybe they'll pick up when this tide starts to come in.
I hope they will.
Yeah. Well, we got him in, YouTube. Talking with a guy that was down here bass fishing. Whew. Yeah, I'm gonna have to invest in a bigger net. Sometimes the bigger ones get in, I can't hardly get them in the net to get them in. Let me get straight and see what I got here. Oh, cut that out. Yeah, it's right nice blue there. That's longer than the box. We got him in there though. Yeah, I was talking to the guy that was passing me there. Said I was gonna need a bigger net. I got to get a bigger net. I have sometimes trying to get cats in there. I have caught them years ago when I used to set the bush lines and stuff. I wouldn't be able to get them in the net. Flatheads and stuff, I'd have to mess with them and pull them in by hand. Sometimes I'd catch them on the trot line, 40 pound or so. Anyhow, we could get straighten up here and see if we can catch a nut. This water kind of muddy. And all that fresh water going out, this tide's going out, it's running so hard. But we trying to be patient and catch one. We fishing with cut bait this morning. We could try this, and then if that tide turns in, we might try to maul them out for a little while and see if they'll bite. I don't know if they will, this water's so muddy. Let's have some breakfast, YouTube, while we're waiting on the fish to bite you in this water to get down some and quit running so hard. Have a little bit of energy. I get down here and try to get relaxed. And now it's gonna rain on me. I ain't seen no rain in the forecast for today, but it's sure enough raining. I think I got a rain suit under that back seat back there, I hope. YouTube, somebody was asking me a while back about the red catfishing reel that I was using. This is the King Rover. I thought it was a 50, but it ain't. It's a 60. It's got pollen on it right now. But I've been using this one for about 4 years now, and it's been working good. The only problem I've had here in the last couple of months is a washer up under your bait clicker, where you turn it on and off, your bait clicker. And sometimes that washer will turn a little bit, and I'll have to mess with it and get it back straight. But other than that, it's been working great for 4 years. They sent me one to review, and I purchased one myself. The other one's still at the house. As long as this one's working fine, I've been using it for 4 years. And I'll keep using it as long as it's working fine. Yes, the King 60R. This King Rover. Yeah, it's been a good reel to me. I think we was hooked into one of them bass fishes here, YouTube. Throwing the beetle spin a little bit. Yeah, it's one of them bass fishes. Already lost that thing. Let me see how long he is. I think they got to be 10 inches. Yeah, he's 13. He'll eat. The wife will eat him. Hope them bass fishermen don't get mad at me for keeping that bass. Old Bream was backed up in there waiting on this beetle spin. Now he's throwing the spinner a little bit while the water was down, and it started coming in now. As much fresh water as we got coming down, it won't be too long. It'll be up some, then we have to start fishing on the bottom. But we gotta throw the spinner a little bit till we start the bottom fish here. Oh, another one of them little bass fishes. Come on back here, I know you ain't big enough. But man, you can put up a fight. We'll let you grow up a little bit more. You could show Paul to be a small fella. Oh man, I think we done hooked another one of these little bass fishes. Whoa, come on back here, fella. Been hoping to hook a crappie. Little bass is biting it. Well, a little small brimmy. There got a, you'll do for eating size. Good fryer size brim. There's a few of them up, but this water is more milky looking than it is in the other part of the river. This tide water here is going out so hard when it's going out that it's got it stirred up even more than what it is up the river. Then we're expecting a ton of rain tomorrow. Well, YouTube, we didn't catch but 3 fish today that I kept. I only kept 3 fish. So we decided to turn this video into a catch and cook video. Some of my past videos, I've had people comment that they like to watch my videos. They wish sometimes they'd be a little longer. So we could try to give them a little more content on this one. We could get out here though and start cooking these fish. Got the bass cut up in there and filleted. Got the catfish filleted, but I got to go back and cut him up because he's so thick. We have to cut him up and fillet him down the middle again, get it cut up thinner, and start cooking him. But I hope that the bass fishermen don't get mad at me for keeping a bass, and I hope that the cat fishermen don't get mad at me for keeping a catfish. But I ain't worried about the brim fishermen getting mad at me, because the brim fishermen, they out to eat. They not into catch and release. And I fish for all of them. Very seldom do I bass fish though, but I do catch a bass on the beetle spin sometime. Anyhow, we could get out here and we could cook some of these fish up, and we could eat up some fish this evening. All right, YouTube, we got this gas one dual purpose dual fuel stove fired up. We can see what it can do in this wind, and we can cook some fish in it. I got the catfish cut up in the nuggets, sliced it, and then I sliced it thinner again because it was so thick, and that way it'd be quicker to cook. Won't be so thick when I cook it. Here goes the old brim here. If somebody can eat more than one of these brim at a sitting, they doing good. But I know some people, and have known some people, that could eat 2 or 3 of these brim at one sitting and wait 30 minutes and say, I think I'll have me another one of them fish. But they do love fish. But we could get started cooking them here. Got the bass cut up, and we're not gonna cook all of these fish because there ain't no way that me and Grace and Nadine can eat all of that catfish. But wish the wifey could do it. It might take her a couple of days, because she'll eat it this evening, eat it tonight, and she'll get up in the morning and keep eating catfish. But we could get started cooking here. I already hear the grease crackling over there in that pan. I'm gonna tell you though, that gas one stove has surprised me. It's doing well even in the wind. It's on high right now, and it's already got that grease popping, and it ain't been on but like 2 minutes. But we could get started cooking here, and hope y'all enjoy. Just trying to bring you a little something extra and do a little cooking here this evening. We could start off this old brim here first. We could drop him down here in this seafood mix, and we could go ahead and get him straight and drop him in the pan. He could be the first one we cook. Then we'll go to the bass. Then we'll do the catfish last. Like I say, I ain't gonna cook all that catfish. That's a lot of catfish. He ain't but one catfish, but he's a lot. Make sure I got that seafood mix. That wind is a whipping. And so far that little stove there is keeping that grease hot. Drop it. I seen a spot that didn't have no meal on it. Drop it down and see if it's good and hot. Have to cook that one brim by itself at the time there. Let him cook by himself. That's why they call him a pan fish. Fill up the pan. Well, we flipped him over and all the crunchy has come off of him. What did I do wrong? What happened to all of that seafood mix that was on him? Anyhow, he'll still be good. But I think that's what happened. I had that brim on top. Ooh, and I'm almost cooked these two done. Had that brim on top, and he had kinda man, does that there look good right there. Woo! Make a puppy pull a freight train. Had that brim on top and he wasn't as moist to make that seafood mix stick to him so good. We gotta throw some of these catfish on there now. What are y'all doing? Y'all seen I was out here cooking. And y'all's come out here and started eating. And I'm having a heck of a time in this wind.
Yummy.
The wind keeps blowing. I have to keep turning the fire up, turning it down. The wind will quit blowing. Can't keep the grease adjusted. What are you eating? The bass. I see what you went for, the bass. You know which one you learned, which one the bass is over here in America. You two, we trying.
Just find the above.
Well, it ain't no made up stuff. It's what it is. Catfish is about to get done. All right, time to take these catfish nuggets up now. And man, do they look good. Here we go. And I got the fire kind of adjusted. It's hard to with this wind blowing. Man, look at that catfish nugget right there. I'm telling you, we had some, last 2 months we've had some rough wind blowing here. But if this stove can cook back here in this kind of wind, it can cook. I try to get behind the house so it cuts some of the wind off of me. But still, yeah, it's whipping around. It's coming from different directions. And Grace is over there. And she ain't doing nothing but eating. To show you how hard that wind is blowing around here. You see it blowing the limbs down and stuff on them trees. It's rough. This stove is cooking though, even though that wind blowing so hard. This is the problem I'm having. The wind's blowing 30 miles an hour around here. I turn the stove up to get it hotter to cook. Then the grease and stuff gets hot enough to cook. Then directly the wind quits blowing around this side of the house and it starts to get too hot. So then I got to turn the stove down. So I'm just catching a hang of a time, YouTube. It ain't nothing to do with the stove. It's not blowing it out. The stove is keeping the fire there, but it's keeping the temperature regulated in that frying pan. That's where I'm having the problem. My gosh, what is that woman going to do with all of these fish? Y'all see how they done dwindled that bowl there down? They want me to cook all of the rest of them. Man. I don't know. I just don't know. Ain't no way she can eat all these fish by tomorrow. Now that I've been out here for hours, cooking these fish, Grace come out here and she tell me, why are you still out here? I said, because I'm cooking this fish that you told me to cook. You told me to cook all of it. And I'm still cooking. But now she come out, we don't need no more fish.
I already ate.
Yeah, you already ate. You didn't know that one fish.
I not tell you the whole fish.
You did tell me, you said cook all of him.
Or
And
in
I
the
told
pan.
you, I said that one fish was big enough to do I don't know what with. Now she's cooking the eggs out the bath. But I think she's happy though. But it's gonna be some good eating. Well, YouTube, I had fish this morning. I had fought this pollen. I had fought that wind. But we did catch fish. I was got out here this evening and cooked fish, and I've even cooked the eggs out of that bass that the wifey wanted. And my back is hurting, and I'm tired. We're getting ready in here to go in here in a minute, and we're going to rest. But we got to take all of this stuff down because it's supposed to rain tomorrow, and I got to get all of it took care of and put away where it won't rust. So that's just some of it to show you, if you want to be a YouTuber, some of the things you have to go through with to do your videos. But we could get started putting it up, and we'll check with the wifey and see what she thinks. Well, YouTube, after 4 hours of cooking, Grace come out there and asked me why I was out there so long. And I told her, I said, because you told me to cook all of them fish. She says, well, you didn't have but 3 fish. I said, yeah, but I had told you that one of them fish was a nice catfish. And so we still had half of him left when she come out there. So she told me, you need to go ahead and stop now then, but sometimes a Filipino's eyes are bigger than their stomach when it comes to food. But anyhow, I'm tired, and I'm getting ready to sit down and rest for a while. And it's supposed to come in a lot of rain tomorrow, so I don't know when I get to bring you a video again. Maybe a while till the river gets right again. But hope you enjoyed. So I figured I'd do what I could do today and get in a video, cooking video. And I know it may be long, but some of you asked for some longer videos. But hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch you the next time, YouTube.